Yo, Frankie, sup? Man, it feels like forever since I last talked to you.
Yeah, it's been a pleasant 8 years. Why'd you have to go and ruin it by texting me like this?
Come on, dude. Is that really how you're gonna greet an old friend?
An old friend? As in someone who I no longer consider a friend? You should be grateful that's all I had to say about you, considering what you did. You slept with my wife, got cut off by your parents, turned everyone who was once your friend against you, and had to leave town to escape your ruined reputation. Didn't you move out of state?
Well, yeah, but anyway. You're still working in town, aren't you?
What's it to you?
I just thought I might stop by and visit my old buddy Frankie and shoot the breeze for a while.
Don't bother. You don't know where I live anyway.
Not to worry. I got your address from one of our classmates who didn't know about our history.
Unbelievable. Seriously though, what do you think you're doing? You don't have any right to be texting me anymore, much less actually coming to visit me at my house.
Oh, please, don't be like that. It's been 8 years. That's all water under the bridge now, alright?
I'll still feel the same way about you 80 years from now, so don't you dare come anywhere near me.
If you're really still that angry, why haven't you blocked my number?
Just to keep tabs on you. There's no telling what a sociopathic moron like you will do, so it's safest to be able to at least have some advance notice of what you might be doing. Consider it like a vaccine for a virus named Luke.
Wow, you're harsh.
Not harsh, just honest.
Well, if I'm gonna be honest, the truth is that your vaccine was a dud.
Huh? What now?
You got remarried, didn't you?
Yeah, and?
And you had a kid too, right?
What's with these questions? I don't feel compelled to tell you anything about my life.
Nah. You don't need to tell me anything. I already know everything. Tell you what, Frankie boy. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret I've been keeping from you.
Secret?
Get this. You know that precious little baby your wife gave birth to? It's not yours. It's mine.
What? What are you talking about?
You don't have to believe me. But if you get a paternity test, it's not gonna be yours. But seriously, what's with you? You haven't even seen your wife in 2 years. How did you not realize the baby wasn't yours when she told you she was pregnant? Do you not even know how babies are made?
For real, Luke, what in the world are you talking about? You've never met my current wife. You don't even know her name.
That's what you think. I'm like a home-wrecking ninja. I sneak in undetected and bam! Your wife is now my plaything. You should know that. It's how I stole your last wife from you. I was getting with her for 2 whole years and you didn't even notice. I only let you in on the whole thing because I got bored. What kind of idiot doesn't notice his wife with another guy for that long? You're such a loser.
Are you gonna start making sense anytime soon?
Huh?
Who are you talking about? Luke, is this really you? Did someone take over your account or something? Or maybe you're just drunk out of your mind?
Drunk? Well, maybe just a little. And it's the real me.
I see. Well then, I don't want to deal with you for any longer than I have to, so I'll give you the bare minimum information necessary to get you to leave me alone. First off, I'm not living in our old town anymore.
What?
Second, I don't have any kids.
Hold on. Oh, I get it. You're lying to try and get me to go away, aren't you? How pathetic. Sorry, Frankie boy. It's not gonna work.
You're free to think whatever you'd like. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, if you excuse me, I need to get back to work, so I'll be taking my leave from this conversation now.
Tate, hold on. I just told you I'm sleeping with your second wife. How can you be so chill about this? Not only that, the daughter that you thought was yours is actually mine. Should you be more, sad? I thought you'd be lying on the floor crying your eyes out by now. Well, I guess it doesn't really change my plan, so whatever. At first, I was planning on dumping her after I told you about our affair like the last time. But I actually kind of started to like her. That's why I got her pregnant, to make sure I could get her to divorce you and be with me. In other words, your wife and daughter are now mine. Everything went exactly as I planned. I win, you lose again. I hope you're ready to be a twice divorced loser. Be a pal and sign the paperwork as soon as you get it, okay? What's up, Frankie? I heard you absolutely lost it when your wife told you that she was going to divorce you. And then when she told you about your daughter. She said you didn't believe my text, but when she told you in person, you completely broke down and cried like a little girl. What's up with you, man? I already told you all of that. You should have believed me from the get-go. It would have saved you the humiliation of crying in front of your wife and daughter. I guess the truth finally set in, huh? Well, good. That makes my life easier, since now you'll agree to the divorce for sure. Just remember, it's what's best for your daughter. Or should I say, my daughter. Yo, Frankie, what's your deal? You never responded to my text yesterday. Are you trying to ignore me? Seriously, dude, grow up. You're a grown man. You're gonna have to deal with this like an adult. I guess I'm gonna have to tell you something that'll make you reply to me for sure this time. Know what I'm gonna do? Your wife. In your house. You gotta move it along, man. At this rate, your wife's gonna give birth to my second kid before you divorce her. Just knock before you come in, alright? Come on, Frank. You're starting to tick me off now. I wanted to settle this once and for all yesterday. That's why I texted you while I was with your wife. But once again, you didn't even reply once. How long are you going to keep running away from me, Frank? Do you think this is all going to go away if you keep ignoring me? You're going to have to face me sooner or later, Frank. Now text me back, tonight. Your wife and daughter are mine, like it or not.
Sorry to have kept you waiting, Luke.
There you are.
I was doing a little digging into something, so I thought I would hold on from replying until I had dug up what I was looking for.
Digging? What do you mean?
I see you're very confident that you've stolen my wife and daughter from me. The woman you're with, her name is Luna, right?
Yeah, your wife Luna. That's what I've been saying.
Luna isn't my wife.
What?
She's my younger brother's wife.
Your younger brother's wife? You're really something else, Frank. I was your best friend when we were kids. I lived next door to you until 8 years ago, for crying out loud. I know you don't have a younger brother, so tell me another one.
Actually, I didn't even know I had a younger brother until about 6 years ago. And since you were run out of town 8 years ago, there's no way that you would know about him.
Wait, what? I don't understand.
To be more precise, he's only my half-brother.
So that means...
Yeah, my parents got divorced when I was 3, so I know you knew that my dad had left us to move away.
Well, yeah, I knew that.
My dad got married to another woman, and they had a son, my half-brother Ken.
Okay, go on.
Ken got married last year, a little over 2 years ago. But just this last year, the company he was working for went bankrupt. So he had to move out of the company housing he had been living in up until then. At that point, my dad and Ken's mom had already divorced, and Luna's parents had passed away in a sudden accident several years prior. So since the two of them had nowhere else to go, and I happened to live nearby, I let them come and move in with me in my house for a while.
Hold on. You said that you weren't living in our old town anymore. What's the deal?
I'm just getting there. Be patient. Just about a month after Ken and his wife moved into my place, my company told me they were sending me to work at our company headquarters in another country.
What the? Another country? You mean you're not even in the country right now?
That's right. My wife and I moved overseas together 10 months ago. And if everything goes according to plan, I'll be staying here for another 6 or 7 years.
Seriously?
And as for my old place, it was a rental house. So when I moved over here, I just had Ken take over the lease, and he and his wife kept on living there.
Man, this is an insane story. I had no idea. Man, this sucks. I was feeling great thinking that I managed to break up 2 of your marriages. But she's not even your wife? Ugh. I went to all that trouble for nothing. Whatever. I'm done with you. Later, Frankie. Frank, you there? I'm in big trouble. You gotta help me out, dude.
Ugh, what do you want now, Luke? You do understand that we live in different time zones, right?
True time zones. I'm in full-on crisis mode, Frank.
Go on.
Your half-brother Ken, he's suing me. And Luna just showed up at my apartment door with her kid and all her stuff.
Okay, and? I'm not sure what you're so surprised about. This is the only possible way this could have ended for you.
What do you mean, why?
You slept with a married woman, Luke. That means her husband, my half-brother Ken, can sue you for your part in her infidelity.
Really?
Don't tell me you forgot. You should have gotten the exact same papers in the mail when you slept with my first wife. That was when your parents agreed to foot the bill for the lawsuit settlement in exchange for cutting you out of their will. I guess I can understand how you forgot. At the time, you were just happy that your parents were going to pay it and wouldn't cost you a thing. I guess their act of kindness kept you from feeling the pain that hopefully would have taught you a lesson.
And that's it. My parents. I can get them to pay for the lawsuit.
Are you drunk again or just not paying attention? They cut you off, disowned you.
What else am I supposed to do? Luna's here demanding that I support her and the kid. I don't have that kind of money. I'm barely getting by on my own. If I can't get my parents to help me, then how am I supposed to come up with the money to feed 2 more people?
Well, I guess you could ask your parents to bail you out again. If you can find them.
What do you mean? I know where my old house is.
Was, not is. I looked it up and the place where your old house used to be is now a new apartment complex.
What? It's gone? Why?
Isn't it obvious? They sold it and moved away. Their reputation in the community took a nosedive thanks to your escapade with my first wife. I also can imagine it would be pretty uncomfortable living next door to the person whose wife their son slept with. So they probably wanted to put it all behind them and start fresh elsewhere.
Where did they go?
Don't ask me. I have no idea.
You've got to have some idea.
Nope, not a clue. Are we done here? I want to get back to sleep.
Hey, you can't just go to sleep at a time like this.
I told you, idiot. Oh, we live in different time zones. Yes, I definitely can go to sleep right now.
That's not the issue. The issue is I'm having the crisis of a lifetime over here.
I would never in a million years lift one single finger to help you out of a crisis you might be facing. And not even to save your life.
How can you say that to me?
If you really don't know, then there's nothing that I could say to make you understand. I'm going back to bed now, Luke. Good luck.
Frank, you can't do this to me. You got to help me.
I heard about everything that happened next from my half-brother Ken. Apparently, it all went down pretty quickly. He was concerned that Luke and Luna might skip town to try and avoid paying him the money they owe him. So, while he got a lawyer to advance his case through the legal channels as quickly as possible, he also asked the CEO of his company for advice. The CEO told Luke that he had some connections in a particular sector of society that might be able to deal with the 2 of them. The CEO's acquaintance quickly agreed to take on the task of encouraging Luke and Luna not to leave town, and even gave them jobs and a place to live while they work off their debts to me. The company that hired them has a very strict disciplinary system in place, so I don't suppose the 2 of them will be causing any trouble in the near future. Plus, they're making all their payments on time. I was concerned for their daughter though, since she's a totally innocent party in all of this, but Ken's CEO pulled some more strings and she got taken in by a kind and loving family. I'm not very hopeful that Ken will ever be able to be anything resembling a decent human being, but I hope his time at his new company will straighten him out, even if only for a little bit.